Today we're going to go over our dividend income for December 2022, wrap up the year of 2022, see how much we came up with at the end, and talk a little bit about our plans for 2023. So stick around and we'll get to it.
Alright, there's a lot to cover on today's video and I'm gonna go straight to the point. If you're new here, my name is Jean, this is Christine. Don't say your name.
Oh.
We live in Canada and we are passionate about dividend investing. As Christine mentioned before, there's gonna be so many things that we wanted to discuss with you. We stick until the end because we are gonna be sharing for the first time how much we have made over the last 3 years, even though this channel started in 2021. Back in 2020, we were already investing on dividends. So we are going to talk about 2020, 2021, 2022, how much we are planning to aim for by the end of 2023, because in 2024 we will stop working and become financially independent. At least that's the plan. It's a lot to cover on today's video, so we usually divide this video in a few parts. The first one, the companies who paid us dividends and distributions, as well as later on we share what? We share about, oh my God, I'm so excited. We share the breakdown by asset allocation and we give you the final number. So let's go and talk about them.
So the very first one that we received dividends from in December of 2022 was Hamilton's HDIV. This is one of the new income-oriented funds that we've started to invest in. So at this point, we have 454 shares with this particular fund. We received a distribution of $56.63. So year to date from this dividend income fund, we have received $112.76.
The second ETF that is part of the Hamilton family is HYLD. It's also a new ETF that we started recently over the last 2 or 3 months, I believe so. Yeah. We have received $27.20. We have in total 106 shares and year to date $54.46. And that's really important because these numbers are 2 digits. It's not a lot, it's just because we recently started them. And spoiler alert, that's something coming along. But so that's what you have from both Hamilton ETFs. The next one.
The next one we received dividends from is Manulife. It falls into the financial aspect of our dividend income portfolio. We received $660 of dividends and we have currently 2,000 shares. And year to date from Manulife itself, we have received $2,640.
The next one from our list is Enbridge. As Christine just corrected me, is gas. So Enbridge is part of the energy sector here in Canada. We have received $774. Year to date, we have 900 shares. And in total for 2022, we have received $3,077.94.
Some people are worried that the dividend yield for Enbridge is too high, but frankly, when we look at our gas bill and the fact that over the past couple of months it has increased substantially, I have no fear that Enbridge will be able to continue with its very nice dividend distribution into the foreseeable future because we keep paying more for our gas.
Especially now because it's cold outside, so we definitely do need gas.
Yeah. Next one is Canadian Utilities. We received in the month of December $533.04. We currently have 1,200 shares, and year to date we have received $2,132.16.
Now let's switch a little bit. So as you can see, we have different asset allocations in our portfolio. The majority of them, what we have told you up to this point, is kind of Canadian, but we consider ourselves hybrid investors. What we are going to see now is 2 ETFs that we have in our portfolio that is more related to growth. The first one is ITOT, which is the core, US market. So we have received in total $209.37. Year to date, $950.19, and we own right now 716 shares.
And the last one that we received distributions from is actually QQQ. It's another one that we're holding, hopefully for a growth play one day when the market turns around. But anyways, for the month of December, we received $116.82. We currently have 150 units of QQQ, and year to date have received $338.76.
Exactly. So those two, just to keep in mind, we are not doing the conversion between Canadian, US and Canada, so we are keeping the numbers simple. Those two numbers are in US, but
yeah, simple's better for
simple.
us.
Yeah, we need to be minimalist. We need to make things simple. And talking about simplicity, we have received in December 2022, how much?
$2,458.06.
Exactly. So 2,400. Yeah, not bad for December 2022.
It's a good Christmas present.
It is a, yeah, it is. It is. It is. Thanks for staying up to this point. So it's nice to have you with us today. If you have not subscribed on who are these guys talking about dividends, we are not financial advisors.
No.
This is not financial advice at all. All that we are trying to do is share our journey to financial independence, where you can see the
Well, it's just showing everybody that there's other people
possible
out here going through the same
Yeah.
thing, right? So not to say that what we're doing is correct by any stretch of the imagination. It's working for us, but everybody needs to do their own path to financial independence.
100%. But it's important, do what works for you. In our case, the kind of asset allocation that we have in our portfolio fits what we are looking for, because in 2024,
yeah, we're reaching fire. But it's very important to understand that we're invested in all of these dividend companies for a very specific reason, based on our investment needs. So they're not going to be necessarily the same as yours. So you might want to diversify a lot more outside of Canada. For our needs, we need to stay a lot within Canada for the vast majority of our portfolio. But again, that's our needs.
let's summarize everything. So right now we are going to be sharing with you how much we have received throughout 2022 on the different asset allocation, how much we have received for the Canadian exposure, to the US exposure, and also to the income-oriented one. I'm gonna let Christine do this because she knows the tricks of everything. Go for it.
I don't know if there's any tricks to anything.
Yeah. Because while you two talk, I'm gonna just click. Click.
So the first sector that we're going to talk about is telecoms. It represented 14% of our income. We received $3,668.33. The utilities represents 18% of our income, $4,725.75. The financials is, again, as we always say, the biggest amount. It represents 47% of our income at $12,137.01. REITs made up 1% of our income at $258.18. Should be noted, we no longer have any REITs, but we'll cover that later. ETFs represent about 6% of our income at $1,474.75. Healthcare represented about 1% of our income at $337.98. Also no longer have that. Energy represents about 12% at $3,077.94. And lastly, those income funds that we've started to invest into represent right now about 1% of our income at $167.16.
So, great, thank you very much. Now it's time for me to talk. So, if we sum everything up from all of these different asset allocations and thinking about the Canadian, bucket of it, we have received $23,867.20. This amount, it does represent 92% of our income.
Yeah.
Right? Think about global. When we say global, it's everything that we have outside Canada. We have received in total $1,812.73, and this is around 7% of our portfolio. And the newest one that I'm gonna say, the new kid on the block, which is the income-oriented one, $167.16. It's just 1%, but it's because, I mean, one of the reasons is, this is actually the reason, we just started 2 or 3 months ago. Now, the main part. How much have we received from the dividends and distributions in 2022? I'm gonna leave that to you. Ladies first. Go.
So just before we get to the number, we originally at the beginning of last year had a goal of reaching $25,000 of dividend income. Later on in the year, I upped that to $30,000 of dividend income. Did we make it?
No, we did not.
But we did receive $25,847.10, which is a lot of money. And we definitely made our $25,000 goal. Yeah. And we were 86% of the way towards that $30,000 goal.
Exactly.
So
if you want to see how we have done with our goals of 2022 goals, take a look on this video that you're going to see on your screen. But not only that, you can also see our goals for 2023. We recently released a video so you can see and you can follow our journey to financial independence. Go and take a look on those videos and, you know, subscribe, because you're gonna see our progress throughout 2023. Another thing that is really important is, oh, these guys are gonna be stopped, you know, once they reach financial independence, they are not gonna do anything else. No, we want you to be part of our journey and us to be part of yours. Because even though we are the ones talking here, it's not about us, it's about you.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the thing is, like, we talk about dividend income, but what are we doing that for? We're doing it to reach financial independence, and we're planning on using that dividend income to travel and see the world. So we want to be able to show people that that's actually going to be possible. Fingers crossed it's possible. Otherwise, we'll be back here making more videos about increasing the dividend income. However, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah. But we really do want to share that with everybody. So we're not going anywhere.
No, we are not. And if we can do it, you guys can.
Getting right into the third section of the video and the final section, we're going to go through some comparisons of our dividend income over the course of the past 3 years. And we're going to look at it in a couple of different ways. So we're going to start off by looking at the total dividend income that we received from 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Yeah, 2020, we basically started investing dividends. So we only had 3 or 4 months in 2020. Nevertheless, we have received for 2020 $4,634.56.
Yep. In 2021, when you add it all up, now in 2021, we had a full year of receiving 12 months of solid dividends. So it makes a huge difference, obviously. We received $16,876.67.
In 2022, as we just mentioned before, we have received $25,847.10. If we do compare 2022 with 2021, our dividend, they actually have increased by 53%, which is amazing.
It's really good. We're really happy with that.
Yeah.
So, and on average, when you break all of those numbers down, for the year of 2022, we were averaging over $2,100 a month in dividend income. And this is income that we're going to use, like I just said, in the future to pay for things like our Airbnb or our rental expenses abroad, our food and our travel expenses abroad. So we need more. 2,100 isn't going to cover it, but we're well on our way.
Yes, we are on our way because we try to find ways to make money, to save money, and to invest money by following our journey to financial independence. All of these numbers that we are talking here, so we are transparent about our financial situation, and you can see those numbers going to our website or even on the playlist that we do have on YouTube as well. As we did mention before, we are only gonna see videos from 2021 and 2022 because in 2021 we decided to create this channel, and ever since we have been sharing those numbers here every single month.
And the way that we've been able to increase all of these dividends is really just by reinvesting the ones that we received the prior year. But like Jehan said, we really do try to live well below our means. So we're able to invest a lot of new capital each year. We're very fortunate that we both have very decent jobs, and we're able to live off of one income. And that's not the case for everybody, but for our situation, it is. And we're very happy and grateful for that. And so that's the reason why we're able to make these larger jumps in dividends, but don't be put off or what's the word I'm looking for? Discouraged.
Yeah.
If you don't see the same larger numbers, right? Eventually that snowball is going to just pick up speed and keep going, and you're going to see your own dividend increases. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and you will. And the thing is, as Christine mentioned before, even with the market going down and us not investing money, the companies, they keep making money, guys. And that's the thing, right? So some of those companies that we've had, they increased the dividends in 2022. We did not have to do anything other than keep holding those, those shares, and the companies increased the dividend. So that's what we need to do. We are excited because we can see the results. It's not like, I don't know, someone else saying, yes, I can make X, Y, or Z. So we are showing our numbers, and you have been following our journey to financial independence. We see where we are. We are just normal people, but we work hard. And that's the thing that we need to kind of put in ourselves, in our minds, and we change our mindset, and we can see the results comparing 2021 with 2022.
Yeah. So now if we take a look at Jehan's fancy new graph, he's come up with a new way of looking at some of these numbers, and we're going to break it down by quarter because it was getting a lot
Yeah.
in the graph. So when we look back at the last quarter of 2022, when we started to track all of these dividends, you can see a steady
2020.
When we look back to 2020, when we started to track all these dividends, you can really see a steady increase in the quarterly dividends that we received. So all the way from $3,700 more or less in the last quarter of 2020 up to just over $7,000 in the last quarter of 2022.
Yeah.
So a really great steady increase.
That's the dividend snowball that we keep talking about. We can see the results. We can do it. We find ways to make money and to save money and to invest. And the new goal that we have for 2023, and that's actually what we need to do, is achieve by the end of 2023 how much?
Well, we want to have our quarterly income coming in right around $10,000 every quarter, which will put us at the $40,000 dividend goal that we've set for the end of 2023. Again, another lofty goal, but we think that that's an achievable one based on some of the additional strategies that we're going to start implementing in the coming year. Big video, long video, but there was a lot we wanted to kind of cover and wrap up for you guys. 2022 was a very turbulent year in the market, but we're quite happy with the outcome with our dividends. Nobody that we held in our portfolio cut a dividend, touch wood. I think we're lucky that we're holding quite stable blue chip stocks, and I don't think that that's something that we're going to necessarily have to worry about. You never know, but and then our outlook for 2023 is increase those dividends, and hopefully the markets turn around for all of us and we can start to see that appreciation.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Algonquin, I'm looking at you. Do not cut your dividends. The price of the stocks are down quite a lot. Did not sell. We trust you. We hope that you're going to do a good job, but do a good job.
Yeah. So that's the video for this week. We hope you guys had a wonderful week, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much. So it's the beginning of 2023. We hope that we had a great New Year's Eve. We just came back from Brazil. I don't know how the color of the video is going to look like, but part of it is the sun.
Jehan's glow.
I know. Yes, but thanks for the opportunity. Share in the comments below. Does that make sense our plan? Do you think that this is something that we are doing right?
And any tips that you guys might have for not only us, but for everybody else that reads all of our wonderful subscriber comments, put them down below, because we're all looking for new opportunities and ideas and things to invest in.
Yeah, there's no bots. We are the ones who answer all of those questions, and we love them. So keep them coming. Thanks again. I'm gonna cut it. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, I think it's good.
Should we take a picture?
Yeah, we should take a picture. Where is your phone? Are you happy? There is a hair here that is driving me crazy. Move to this side.
All right.
Exactly. So that's what we plan to do. If you want to follow our journey to financial independence, I keep saying
You do keep saying it.
I'm not gonna say anymore. Okay. No, it's not the travel, it's the lighting. Do you know any lighting professional who can help us? The video, I don't think it's good. The audio seems better, but the video, the lighting that we have here, it doesn't work. Let's talk about numbers. Go. Hi.